Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. It's the 19th of May, 2025. It's 9:30 or something in the morning. As you can see, it is not a pleasant day. I'm all dressed up. It was 0 degrees Celsius when I woke up this morning. 0. So it's a good thing I didn't plant anything. I'm not ready to plant. You guys can see. I still have to put down some geotextile and put in all the infrastructure and stuff. Yesterday was a complete write-off. I went to buy the geotextile for the garden beds, and the store was closed. So I figured, okay, I'll come here and I'll put down my soil amendments. And I went to a place to buy my soil amendments, and the bag of alfalfa pellets I have to buy, you have to drive around the building and get them from the back warehouse. Well, I had an incident in the parking lot with another driver. He parked way too close to me, and it was a shit show to get out, and I got all flustered. And by the time I finally got out of my parking spot, I drove away and got to my garden, which is clear on the other side of the city, and realized that I forgot the alfalfa pellets back at the store, so I had to go all the way back. So then I got here again, and I figured, okay, well, since I can't do the soil amendments and I can't put down the geotextile, I'm going to edge my beds, so I can keep nature out of my beds a little better. And I got 6 feet of garden bed edged, and my edger snapped in half. So I just went home. So yesterday, Sunday, was a total write-off of the garden. So we're here today. I'm freezing my ass off, but it doesn't matter because we're going to be productive. So let me show you what we're doing. All right, so we're looking at the garden. Right, this plot and that plot's mine. For those of you who are new, who you may have just found my channel, we are doing 30-inch wide, measured to the inch, market garden style beds, 30-inch wide, 14-inch pathways. On top of all of the beds, we have certified organic mushroom compost I brought here in a dump truck. So the plan for today is we are going to apply all of my soil amendments, because other than the soil amendments, I can't go any farther today. My buddy is going to till up that last bed for me, right there, the one you can see that has no mushroom compost on it. He's going to till that for me, and then I'm going to put some more mushroom compost down on that when that gets complete. So let's walk through what we're doing. No, don't knock over the coffee, Sean. All right. So here's what we're putting down. We are putting down pelletized hen manure. Okay. 532. We are putting down azomite rock dust, and we are putting down alfalfa pellets. So this is horse feed, right? And we're going to put that down. So the pelletized hen manure is going to add biological life into the soil, right? It's also going to act as a fertilizer. It's a 532, and it's also going to add organic material into the soil, right? And also comes with added calcium. So that's a pelletized feed. The azomite rock dust, okay, comes from a mine, right? It comes from a mine, and they just dig it out of the ground and they blend it up into a powder, right? You guys can see it's just a powder. You can get that in various grades of powder, by the way. And the azomite rock dust is basically like adding a multivitamins into your soil for your plants, right? That's super important, especially if you garden on the same plot every year. Your soil will be nutrient deficient, so you got to add your vitamins back into your soil. And then we are also going to go with the alfalfa pellets, right? We've got a brand new bag here. This 50-pound bag, guys, is only 25 bucks. So let me break it down for you. If I was only able to add one amendment to my soil, not including compost because that's mandatory. If I could only add one amendment to my soil, it would be the alfalfa. It has a whole bunch of really important characteristics for your plants, but the most important characteristic is it acts like a natural growth hormone for your plants. So that's one of the reasons why my plants get so big, is because I feed them what they need to grow healthy. So we have all the nutrients and biological life and organic material in the mushroom compost, and then we feed the soil and then we feed the soil with this stuff, and we get happy plants. So let's start laying this stuff down. So we're not going to make this complicated. Container, alfalfa pellets, and all we're going to do is we're just going to sprinkle it up and down the beds like that. Full coverage up and down all the beds. And then when that's done, we just move on to the next one. So we're just gonna basically just work our way right up and do all the beds with about that amount of coverage. So I'll take care of the rest of the beds with the alfalfa, and then we'll get to the next stuff. All right, so we're putting down the azomite rock dust. We're trying to do it between bouts of wind. Not fun. So the trick is to stay low to the ground. Just like that. Don't need a whole lot of this stuff, and we're going to rake it in anyways. So that's the azomite rock dust. Well, so we have the alfalfa down, the azomite rock dust down, and I'm in the middle of applying the pelletized hen manure. But we had a brief intermission. My buddy Chris loaned me his weed whacker, so I was able to take down all those weeds growing, right? It did. Remember? It looked just like that in the last frame before you saw me filming again. And now we've just cut it all down to this. So, and then what I'll do is I'll just rake all that out, all that grass out, and we're probably just gonna have a pathway down there. So yeah, so we're putting down pelletized hen manure. It's not rocket science. We just, hang on. All we're doing is basically taking cups and just spreading. Do it in like a zigzag pattern. Like that. And it doesn't have to be perfect, remember, because we're going to rake all this in. So even if there's little bare spots where we miss it, it won't matter because it'll all get blended into the soil as we rake it. So I'm just going to finish the rest of these beds with that hen manure, and then we're going to the next step. Alrighty folks, so we have all of our amendments down. Next thing we're going to do is we are going to take our hard rake and we are going to knock those amendments down into that compost and just kind of blend it in. So the goal is basically to semi-blend up the soil underneath it with the amendments and just kind of incorporate all of it. It's a little harder to get a lot of the soil mixed in because I've got, 4 or 5 inches of compost down here. But just jamming the rake into it like that and just kind of dig and pull as you go, and it just kind of pulls everything up. So this is basically, we're just driving it right down into there. And then when this is all done, I'm going to take the grade rake. If you guys garden a lot and you like nice beds, that's a grade rake. It's, 30 inches or something. So after I get all the beds done, I'll take the grade rake and I will just make those flat. So I'm going to get to blending in the rest of that soil. Well, folks, we're getting there, a bit at a time. So all the amendments are in except for the bed way over there that we can't do anything with yet. It's got to be rototilled. All the amendments are in. All the amendments have been raked in. Next thing we're going to do, we're going to take this big old grade rake. You guys can buy these from a construction store. They're fantastic. Now, they come with 2 different thicknesses of handles. Get the handle that's, about 1 inch and a bit, because they also come with really big, fat, wide handles, and they're harder to hold on to. So these are great, but if you're gonna get one with the standard broom handle thickness handle, right? And they're great. So you've got all those teeth on one side, and then on the back side, you have a flat drag bar, right? You see it? So you rake the beds with the tines, and then you can just flip this over and drag it out with the back end, and it takes out all the little humps. Obviously, these teeth have seen better days, but I borrowed this from my boss, and this tool gets worked real hard doing asphalt, so we're just using it anyways, because I've got the best damn boss in the world. So I've done 2 beds on this side, and I'll show you how to do this bed. So I don't need these beds perfectly flat, because I'm going to be planting peppers and tomatoes and stuff in it. That doesn't matter. The only bed that I really need flat is where I'm planting my carrots, and that's only because it's a lot easier to make trenches and plant carrots in a really flat bed. But other than that, it doesn't have to be perfectly flat. Right, Chris?
Can I stick my head in there and say hello?
If you wish. I have mentioned you on multiple videos. Of course. That's right. I got 3 cents off that last video. I'll split it with you. So there you go. Takes all the lumps and bumps out of it, and it's way easier using one of those than it is to try and use a standard hard rake. So I don't have to do much more to that. So now I'm just going to take the rake to that bed and these 3 beds, and then we're just calling it a day. Well, ladies and gentlemen, that's it. I'm packing it in. I'm going home. Only thing left I need to do is fill a couple of these 5-gallon buckets with some of that mushroom compost to take home. Gonna load up the van. I'm out of here. I got other things to do. So you guys want to see what it looks like? So this is 2 days worth of work. We got all this done in 2 days. So the beds came out nice and level. So we have all 4 of those done. They're complete. They're ready to plant, but we can't plant till we get some geotextile down here. And we got all this mowed down, and then we have these 3 beds all done, and the only thing left to do is this raggedy bed on the end, and that'll obviously be done on a later date. So what do you think? Think you guys would grow in a garden like this? I think so. So I hope you guys are liking the content. I'm busting my ass for you guys because you know I love you, and I'm just trying to, you know, give you guys some pointers and tips and help you with your gardening journey so you guys can grow more food, because that's literally the reason of this channel, is to help people grow food, feed their families. That's why we started. That was our mission statement 4 years ago, and that is still our mission statement today. So if you guys like the content and you're new here, consider smashing that subscribe button if you found what you saw today of being of value. And if you're one of my OG subscribers, you know I love you. Give me a big thumbs up. Leave me a comment. Let me know how your garden's doing. And have an awesome day. Grow good food. I'll see you in the next one. Peace.